It is time now for Better Money with Eric Hogarth, and today we're talking about financial risk and knowing where you're at with it. Eric is a certified financial planner and partner at Johnson-Brunetti. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So as a financial advisor, you kind of have to determine how tolerant we are of risk, because everybody's a little bit different, right?
Well, you hear those things about, well, you have to save this much for retirement, but the reality is everyone's situation is different. Everyone's comfort level with risk is different.
Okay, so there is a way to figure this out. And number one, we want to figure out what is your risk score, because your reward and your risk go hand in hand. What do you mean by that?
You keep all your money in a savings account, you don't get the most exciting interest, and by that you make effectively none. You put all of your money in Apple stock, you're taking an enormous amount of risk. So you have to find the middle of what's most appropriate for your comfort level and in line with the goal you're trying to accomplish.
Okay, and people do have different comfort levels for taking risks. Sometimes men and women have different comfort levels within a couple.
Yeah, you ask that question, well, how much upside do you want? Everyone wants upside. Well, how much are you comfortable losing? Well, I don't want to lose anything. No one does. But you have to frame it within how long you're going to be doing that. Is this money for retirement 30 years from now, or is it for tomorrow? And that also frames the risk you should be taking.
So it does depend how old you are. If someone comes to you and they've just started working, they're in their 20s, would you advise them, hey, you should be taking a lot of risk right now?
Yeah, and risk is a scary word. I mean, the reality is to be in things that there is going to be volatility, but over the long run should go up. But it's not as easy as, well, you're 50, so this is what your risk score is. It's, well, you're 50, this is what you're trying to accomplish, this is your personal comfort level, this is your risk score, and that gives us a sense of where you should be.
And you might say, oh yeah, I'm okay with risk, and then you're really not. So there's a way to really figure out someone's risk without them just telling you.
So we have a conversation and they tell us, and about 9 out of 10 times people say, oh, yeah, I'm very comfortable with risk, and then you go through this risk questionnaire and it says, no, you're not. and you have to find a balance between those numbers, because no one likes losing money. But if you're up at night and you can't sleep, you shouldn't be there.
Okay, so to find out really what you're comfortable with, there is a score that we can get, and we can use the tools at Johnson-Brunetti to get your risk tolerance score.
Yeah, take the test, and something you mentioned, very often within a couple, very different scores.
So we should both take it.
You should both take it, right? And see where that lines up, and make sure you're on the same page and you're communicating the right way about where you want to be.
Okay, so if you want to do this, you want to take it with your significant other or who you're sharing your money with, you want to visit johnson-brunetti.com. Take the score test there, and it'll actually spit out a risk tolerance score for you, so you really know.
And then we can walk you through what that means, but take the test. It'll be illuminating to, oh, that's why I feel this way, so it'll be helpful.
All right, thank you so much, Eric.
Thanks, Kyle.
That's Better Money.